Are you thinking about moving to Chesapeake Beach, Maryland? Make sure you watch this video before you make any decisions. All right, what's up everybody? My name is Rob Schou and I'm with EXP Realty in Southern Maryland. Today we're gonna talk about the reasons why you should not move to Chesapeake Beach, Maryland. Now I know that sounds weird coming from a real estate agent who's normally trying to sell you on an area, sell you in a house, but not every location is perfect for every person. So like I've said before, my goal here is to help you move to Southern Maryland and find that right fit for you. So I want to give you all the information so you can make the right choices. Now, if you're looking to move to Chesapeake Beach or Southern Maryland, make sure you use that contact information below to reach out to me. Call me, text me, email me, however you want. And you can also schedule a meeting with me using the first link in the first, using the link in the first comment, and it will actually make a calendar meet with me where we can talk one-on-one on a Zoom and get an idea of where you want to be and really help you narrow down your search in the Southern Maryland area. And if you haven't yet, make sure you click the subscribe button, click the little bell so you're notified every single time we put out new content on our channel. All right, so like I said, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna go over 7 reasons why you shouldn't move to Chesapeake Beach. Now, we're going to talk about different attributes to Chesapeake Beach and stuff like that, but hopefully these 7 reasons either persuade you to look elsewhere in the Southern Maryland area, or maybe they make it so you feel like, man, this is my place, this is where I want to be. Chesapeake Beach is it for me. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Number 7, my number 7 reason why you do not want to move to Chesapeake Beach is because it's close to the water. Now, I know that sounds a little bit counterintuitive. A lot of people move to Southern Maryland to be near the water, but if you don't want to be near the water, Chesapeake Beach is not for you. Just by the name alone, you understand that it's probably really close to the beach. It is close to the Chesapeake Bay, and a lot of the properties are either waterfront, and those are the more expensive ones, and then some of the other ones are water view or within a few blocks of the water. Now, you're probably thinking, why in the world would you not want to be on the water? Well, honestly, there's lots of good reasons why you may choose not to be. Thinking about flood insurance being the first one that a lot of people say is they don't want to deal with that. Not all properties in Chesapeake Beach, and in fact, most properties in Chesapeake Beach don't require you to carry flood insurance, but there are a handful, and it is a added cost that you may not want on your monthly budget. Now, also, if you're just someone that doesn't like being near the water, it may not be worth paying the slighter premium that Chesapeake Beach comes with because it's near the water. All right, so number 6 are the activities around Chesapeake Beach. Now, most of those activities are outdoor activities. Now, don't get me wrong, they have the Chesapeake, they have the Rod and Reel Resort and Spa, which is a nice resort and spa with casino and stuff like that. That's indoors. But most of the attractions and activities around Chesapeake Beach are centered around the water, are centered around nature trails, and around the amusement park as well. So if you're not someone that wants to be outside, if you're not someone that enjoys nature, walking on the boardwalk, going on a nature hike, going to all these different areas, then it might not be the best fit for you, because that's what's in the immediate vicinity of Chesapeake Beach. And that's one of the draws that a lot of people love about Chesapeake Beach, is being able to, hop on your bike and go ride down the boardwalk and go out to, get some food, or maybe just sit and watch the sunrise over the Chesapeake Bay, or just go for a really cool hike through the nature preserve by the old railroad tracks where there's all different types of wildlife. So if you like outdoor activities, I'd say it's a go for Chesapeake Beach. But if you're someone that wants to be by like a movie theater and be able to walk to that kind of stuff, it may not be the best choice for you. So definitely really understand what you want to do on a daily or a weekly basis for your activities without having to drive too far. All right, so the number 5 reason why you do not want to move to Chesapeake Beach, it's really the home styles. So if you're someone that likes apartment living and townhome living where you have 0 lot maintenance, you're not cutting the grass, you're really not taking care of the exterior of your home, and you just don't have that burden of taking care of your house, then Chesapeake Beach might not be the best bet. Most of Chesapeake Beach are single family homes, and with that comes house maintenance. But also with that comes, the ability not to be right on top of your neighbor, the ability to kind of do whatever you want in your home, and also around your home. You have a little bit more space to spread out, host those outdoor parties, and just have fun with a lot of family and friends if you want to have them come over and take advantage of those amenities at Chesapeake Beach. So again, number 5 is that home style. I think it could go either way for me. I can see the benefit of not really wanting to take care of of, you know, the grass and things like that. Like there are days where I just don't feel like dealing with that anymore. But at the same time, having the freedom to be able to, you know, have a party outside and have my own dedicated outdoor space compared to like a townhome or even an apartment, I think is a big plus of Chesapeake Beach. Number 4, and this kind of goes with the home styles, but the lot size. When you move to Calvert County and when you move to Southern Maryland in general, a lot of the time you're looking for that bigger house on a bigger lot. And Chesapeake Beach doesn't have that as much. A lot of the houses in that single family home range that a lot of families are looking for, they're smaller houses, not too small, but, you know, smaller houses on smaller lots. It's not that rural suburban feel of Huntingtown or Dunkirk or Owings, where you're looking at those, you know, little McMansions that are on 3 or 4 acres of land. There's just not that much space in Chesapeake Beach compared to other areas. So you're looking at half-acre lots. It's kind of the average I'm seeing right now in that 3-bedroom, 2-bath range. So it's not like they're just postage stamp lots, but they're not as big as surrounding areas in Calvert County. Number 3 is a big one, and one that I hear a lot from people that move to Chesapeake Beach or are considering moving to Chesapeake Beach, and their biggest worry is that it's a resort town. Now, Chesapeake Beach's identity is around the water, and with that, they do have the Rod and Reel Resort, they do have the amusement park, the campground, and all that kind of stuff, and with that brings in an influx of visitors during the summertime. Now, traffic's relative, but it does increase the traffic, and it does increase the car traffic, the foot traffic, and you'd be sharing those amenities, those outdoor amenities we talked about earlier, with other people, with people visiting your area. But at the same time, it's not Ocean City. It's not, you know, another beach area or the Outer Banks where it feels like you're being suffocated by the tourists, but there are more people. But with that, there's going to be more stuff for you to do as well during the summertime, because there's more shops and stuff that are supporting that tourism. And if you're someone that is starting a small business or someone that's getting into like a tourism centered area, it might be a great place for you to live, because you can be right there in the action, studying that market, really getting immersed in what everyone's doing, so you know exactly what you need to do to be successful. So that's that number 3 con is you're in that resort-ish town, but you know, some people love being in that, and some people love having those amenities really close to them. All right, so number 2, the number 2 reason not to move to Chesapeake Beach is the commute. It's 45 minutes to Washington, D.C. Now, 45 minutes is 45 minutes. It's further than, say, if you're living in Dunkirk, if you're living in Owings, if you're living in, you know, Huntingtown and places like that. But it's still a decent commute, especially for the price you're going to pay. And in that Dunkirk and Huntingtown, well, yeah, you're going to get some waterfront, especially in Dunkirk along the Patuxent River. And in Huntingtown, parts of Huntingtown are on the Chesapeake Bay. But you're going to pay a premium for both of those. Chesapeake Beach does still have some affordable options for you to be waterfront, water view, or water access compared to other areas. You're paying less because of that commute to those convenient areas. And so if you're going to DC, if you're going to Annapolis, it is going to be a longer drive, but it might be that trade-off that you're looking for the price of the home and the commute to your job. All right, and so the very last thing, my number 1 reason, and I know this seems kind of crazy that it's my number 1, but shopping. You know, there's just not a bunch right around Chesapeake Beach, right within Chesapeake Beach. You can get your bare essentials, you can get your groceries and stuff like that, but if you need to be at a Home Depot or something like that, you're going to need to commute out. One of the things I like the least about where I live is having to drive 20 minutes to go, 30 minutes to go to Lowe's, to go here, go there, and do all this stuff on the weekend when I've already been exhausted driving throughout the week, and now I got to go spend all this time on the weekend. It's just kind of a little bit of an annoyance. So if it's something that annoys you, having to travel to go do all your weekend chores, weekend shopping, then Chesapeake Beach might not be the best fit, because you're going to have to do that. You know, you're going to have to drive into Upper Marlboro most likely for your Home Depot trip, and you're going to have to, you know, maybe go up to Annapolis to go to the closest mall. Or if you want to go see a sports game, you're going to have to go up to Baltimore, or you're going to have to go over to Washington, D.C. So there's commuting in there that is beyond your job that you might have to go do, and it might be something that really is a drawback for you. Now, that being said, with us down here in Southern Maryland, I'm in St. Mary's County and Piney Point. What we do, honestly, is we kind of try to plan when we're going And then we live in such a nice area that we've chosen, that we love being on the water, and we have a pool, that we really don't want to leave that much. So we just try to get everything done at once and hope we don't have to go back out, and just kind of stay here and enjoy our life and enjoy our time at our house. And you can do that same thing in Chesapeake Beach, especially it being a resort town. So if you just plan those times out to town, that number one reason not to be there can really be mitigated pretty easily. All right, so those are my reasons why you may not want to move to Chesapeake Beach. Now, hopefully this was helpful and it can kind of narrow down your idea if you want to live in Chesapeake Beach or if you want to start looking elsewhere. If you have any questions or need any help, make sure you use my contact information. I want to help you find the right spot for you in Southern Maryland. So if Chesapeake Beach is it, make sure you reach out, use the contact information, and if you want, you can scroll down to that first comment, click on the link, and I'd be happy to do a one-on-one Zoom meeting with you to talk about your needs. And as always, if you have not yet, make sure you click the subscribe button, click the little bell so you're notified every single time we put out new content about moving to Southern Maryland. Hope to see you on the next video.